Good day, everybody. Coming at you from Mill Run Golf Club on Saturday here with Jeff Hewitt, Superintendent, Ryan Tracy, General Manager. Wanted to discuss a few things today that we're looking at and working on. Jeff, I know this past week we tackled some of the bunkers and some places that we've sodded. Can you just tell us about it?
Yeah, so we've sodded over one grind bunker that we filled in. It's now been sodded. We've also sodded over 7 wheel and 7 grind bunkers. 7 grind has new boards and a new shape to it. So once that grabs a hold, we'll be able to cut it down and we'll be able to start adding sand to it, hopefully within the next 3 weeks.
Nice, yeah, and these sod bunkers are kind of a new thing for us, but in the last couple of years we've tried one and it's worked really well, so we're excited to see these new ones, how they flourish and how our bunkers can recover as a result. Great, so also our moss, which has invaded a few of our greens, we're going to tackle this coming week. What about that?
So for the moss problem we've had, some of you may be aware we had it a few years ago, mainly on our chipping greens, and that one had dried out. Typically it's called silvery thread moss. Typically it holds a lot of moisture. This year's drought was difficult to control it as we're watering a lot. It basically holds water like a sponge, but we're in the middle of treating it now, and many are going to notice discoloration in the moss spot. So it'll go a copper color and then like very black or dark brown. So that is to help dry it out and allow the bent grass to take back over, along with cultural practices that we'll have to do, including laying more sand down to help it dry out and some seed.
Silvery thread moss? I don't want to say that 5 times fast. Okay, that's good stuff. Awesome. So yeah, I guess it has spread this year too a little more rapidly because you know, whether it's foot traffic or whether the moist weather from the spring, it erupts so much easier, right?
So when it spreads by spores. So every time we go out and mow, it actually grabs a hold of the spores that's inside the moss and tracks it across the green. It's not much different than dollar spot when we see it on fairways or tees. That's how it tends to spread, and it's difficult to control at this point. It's somewhat new in Ontario, and it's been around for a few years, but it's still something that a lot of golf courses do battle without an ongoing program.
Nice, thanks. It's funny actually, just looking beyond, we're standing here on one grind. It's amazing how everything has greened up over the last few weeks. You know, Mother Nature helping a little bit more because we know how dry July and August were. Everything looks so much more plush. Just a few more things. We know the blowout's coming out on the 19th, so please, if you haven't registered or signed up for that, do that. And then the only other thing I wanted to mention was some of our cart traffic. Whether you do have a blue flag or not, try and avoid places really close to the green. You go out and play, you want to be able to chip off some nice spots, but the cart traffic really does mat down that grass. So just be aware, everybody, of kind of where places to avoid or not. Other than that, I think we're done for today. Everyone enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week.